ProMan XT700 Steadicam system. Today we'll walk you through the basic setup process, which will enable you to get high quality shots out of your ProMan system. The first thing to do is to purchase a basic light stand for the stabilizer unit. A light stand is a great tool for setup, and every Steadicam operator needs something like it. Hanging the stabilizer unit on the light stand allows you to mount the monitor in a safe fashion. The XT700 system comes supplied with an LCD monitor that slots onto an outer protective casing. Simply slide the monitor into the casing gently. The monitor will lock into place with a click. You can now mount the casing on your stabilizer. As you can see, the monitor casing has a slot and bolt system that allows for easy assembly and disassembly. Once you have tightened the bolt to the casing, attach the video feed cable coming from the monitor to the feed cable of the stabilizer. The two white arrows allow for easy and correct connection. Mounting industrial standard batteries is a simple slotting process. The XT700 features a double battery mount. This provides longer recording time as well as the proper weight to balance heavier cameras. Before we can mount our camera on the stabilizer, we must move the camera mount base plate. This is accomplished by turning the bolt on the left-hand side. Remember to unlock the safety catch. As you turn the bolt, you'll see how the plate comes forward until finally the bolt no longer moves the plate. Simply pull the front safety catch down and pull the plate away. The base plate comes with 3 rows of mounting holes. One side of it has a row of teeth for mounting and positioning. It's important to know the general y-axis center of balance when attaching your base plate to the camera. A handy way to determine this is to simply place a straight rod of plastic or wood underneath the camera. By altering the position of the rod, you'll be able to find the center of balance on the y-axis. Using a quarter, simply tighten the mounting plate onto the base of the camera. Once you have the base plate attached, slide the camera onto the back end of the stabilizer and begin turning the bolt clockwise. You'll notice that the base plate's geared track will take hold and slides the camera forward. Once the plate is rolling on the geared track, try to determine where the camera is most balanced on its y-axis. This is usually accomplished with a little experimentation. Notice as you turn the bolt counterclockwise, the plate moves forward, making the stabilizer front heavy. Clockwise turns make the camera back heavy. Once you have a decent y-axis balance, you can tighten up the locking catch on the front of the plate. Now you're free to fine-tune the x-axis center of balance. You can accomplish this by adjusting the rear bolt on the left-hand side of the mounting plate. As you turn the bolt to its extreme counterclockwise, you'll notice the camera turns slightly to the right. Adjust accordingly until you have a completely vertical stabilizer unit. Finally, attach a video cable from the rear of the stabilizer head to the camera's video out, which will give your LCD monitor its feed. An easy and quick way to determine whether or not you have balanced your stabilizer is the 3-second test. Simply pull the bottom of the stabilizer to a completely horizontal position and release. If the camera swings down to a vertical position smoothly and uniformly in about 3 seconds, you have good adjustment. As you can see here, this camera is adjusted well and needs no further work. If the camera is too fast, simply adjust the position of the collar attachment on the stabilizer column. Moving the collar higher should balance the camera. Use the 3-second test to confirm. A second test of balance involves holding the stabilizer's connecting arm and simply pushing it forward and back. If the camera does not exhibit any pitch or roll, it is balanced correctly. The second major part of XT700 setup surrounds the vest that you, the Steadicam operator, will wear. First, open the left-hand side fast deck buckles, leaving the right-hand side connected. Slide into the vest and allow it to rest evenly on your shoulders. Attach the shoulder harness and the upper body harness. The length of these should have already been roughly adjusted. The sternum area of the harness allows you to adjust the length to accommodate taller users. Once you have its length adjusted, take a deep breath and tighten the shoulder harnesses using the Velcro tabs. Repeat this process with each buckle. Everything should be tight and slightly uncomfortable at the beginning. If your vest unit is too loose, you will hurt your back easily. On the vest unit's abdominal area, you will see a metal bracket with a few bolts that can be adjusted. The top and bottom bolts adjust the plate's horizontal angle. This plate must be adjusted so that it sits at a 90-degree angle, perpendicular to the floor. The two bolts that are installed in the inner plate must be adjusted so that the inner plate is also 90 degrees to the floor. This means that the plate will not be completely perpendicular to your body. Proper adjustment of this unit will provide quality results later, so take your time to be exact. Once you have the vest adjusted and squared away, you are ready to attach the stabilizer unit. First, move the camera on the light stand so that it's resting on its column neck, securing it using 2 Allen wrenches that will come with any decent light stand. This allows you free access to the connecting arm of the stabilizer. Take your XT700 suspension arm and slot the 2 posts into your vest abdominal plate. Then slot the end of the suspension arm into the bottom of the connecting arm. Carefully and gently stand up, releasing the stabilizer from the light stand. Once you are standing with the XT700 system, take care to hold the stabilizer correctly. Correct handling involves placing your left hand on the stabilizer column, being careful only to use your fingertips for contact. In most cases, you will not use your left hand to affect the camera's pitch. Your left hand simply pans the camera left or right, or keeps it pointed straight. To pan the camera, simply roll the column through your fingertips. Your right hand holds onto the connecting arm firmly. If you need to affect the pitch of the camera, you can use your left hand, but again, only the fingertips. Always use your monitor to understand how your body motion is affecting the image. While using the XT700 system, be extra careful not to stoop while moving. Improper posture will injure your lower back after any length of shooting. Proper posture and form must be attempted at all times. This will allow you to get in a full day of shooting. When walking, make sure you lean back. Take care to hold the suspension arm into the body, keeping the camera closer as opposed to farther. The reason for this is one of simple stamina. While walking, make sure that you use a heel-toe walking method. Heel softly placed on the ground, rolling onto the toes. This will accentuate the already ample stabilization the XT700 is giving the camera. When resting on set, simply place the column of the stabilizer over your left shoulder, taking care to hold on to the suspension arm. This will allow you the proper rest needed in between takes. Thank you very much for using ProMan. We hope that if you have any problems, you can go to our website system. We hope that it gives you the quality shots that you need for your production value.